Hi traders, this is the pound yen. I want to make the point about if you're a forex trader, what pairs you should be focusing on at the moment. The pound yen had this major area resistance here and here, so we hesitated here, and now this is now major support, and we are pushing up into this region here. So we've had UK Chancellor of the Exchequer give the autumn statement, and so we closed above. So that is a message to the market that as far as the pound yen is concerned, the market approves the autumn statement and that is getting bought. So we look as if we could at least head for here. I think we're going a lot higher. This is not overbought yet. We're a lot, we've still got some mileage in this, and the way we're consolidating and moving up is very, very bullish. So the reason why if I just compare this chart here, 60-minute chart of the pound yen to the pound US dollar, and you can see the pound yen is far better. So any pullbacks in this pound yen are to be bought. We had a lovely hammer here at 5 o'clock UK time, back end of, we're getting towards the end of the US session yesterday. This was retested, the support levels were retested here, and they took it right up. So this is a nice one to watch, and much better than the pound US dollar. Right, pullback area. I would suggest, if we're lucky, we'll get 132.25 if we're lucky. If not, we're going to have to buy high. That's the trend lines there. You may get a retest of the trend line. I suspect 225 is probably about as good as we're going to get, and then we need to see if we can bust up through 132.80. That's assuming that the Asian traders don't do that for us before we get to it tomorrow, because we seem to be getting a lot of moves in the Asian period. This one here was overnight on the back of the that wasn't the Aussie. That was some Chinese data. That was it. Some strong Chinese data. Okay, so that's the main message about the yen pairs, and that should apply to the other ones. CAD yen, not too dissimilar. Swiss yen, not as good. The pound yen, it was the euro yen. So to me, the pound yen is just a little bit better. It's got a little bit more oomph in it, I think. Right, so let's just look at what happened to the Dow today. And we're seeing a lot of these kind of moves where it gets dragged down, hits major support, and they just reverse it. So we get dragged down, hits major support, and then they reverse it. We filled the gap. This is what I was looking for yesterday, and we got close to the gap fill, and then we sold off. So I got a little bit of that, not very much, and I was trading it to the upside on the open, but it slammed into a lot of resistance and sold off. So I thought I didn't get any of this because I wasn't at my screen. So I had something else to do today. So I was a day early waiting for this break, but it's a nice M shape, typical. Somewhere to about W, not M. Actually, it's a little bit of a wonk. It's a 3-wave M shape rather than a 2-wave. This is what I was looking for. If not there, then I was looking for this to break up, but it didn't happen. So we got a 3-wave move, and if you look at that trend line, you can see why. Once we started to break here, you can see why it busted up. So if we hold this level here, I would expect a pullback to this area, assuming we don't sell off into the close. I expect a pullback here tomorrow, and then further strength. So that would put the price at 13,025. And let's look at while we're on the hourly charts, let's just look at the euro. So this one's been in a pretty much, you know, a straight line. That's a very, very nice channel. It would help if I could draw on my PC properly, but so when we pull back to support, and now we look as if we're heading out, assuming this if we retest this to get another W, then maybe we can break out and come up. But let's not picture the trade. We've got to see if we can, if we are going to sell off a little bit, we've got to see if we can hold this level first. And the gold, I a little disappointed in the gold. I actually I nibbled the gold here. Where was it? I thought I started to take a position down. I took a small position down here, thinking that if we could break 1700, we can get a little burst up. But so took a, what I call a marker position. So it's a little position that's not going to have much effect on my count, but does get me tied into the trade, into the chart. But it didn't work out. We just continued the sell-off. But we have come back to this support level, 1695. I think we could be heading for head and shoulders. So this is the neckline. So to some extent we've already started to break up here. So if we start, there's the top of the channel. We start closing above 1705 tomorrow, and I think this may make some kind of recovery. So what would I look for? I would look for this area to hold, and tomorrow I would look to see if we can get some high, I want some higher closes. I want at least that I want 1700 to break, to close above it, and I'll buy a pullback. All the time we are down here, as we've had one wave down, two waves down, three waves down, four waves down, so it's not proved itself yet. What I don't want to do is get long here, or even now, and then just see it roll over again for another wave. What I want to do, I wanted to hold this area here, have enough strength to start to move up, and I want to buy a pullback. Because then if we can then break this level here, I think we will move up. So that's what I want to look for. Let's look on the daily, because if you're a swing trader, that's no use to you. Yeah, so we got that to me is a stopping bar, an inverted hammer on the fib zone, and we are potentially, you know, getting this W pattern if that works. So intraday, swing trading, as I should say, if that breaks 1695 intraday, and you had a stop 1685, that's a very close stop. It's not often you can get a stop that close to gold, unless you're lucky enough to hold out for this position here. But I think, yeah, we've got a nice bottom wave up here, and I think we might get another nice sweep to the upside here. But it's a close stop, so if it doesn't work out, we start breaking that 1680, then you will be able to get out quickly. Right, any other charts? Oil. I'd watch oil. I think we've had 3 days of selling. You quite often get 3-day moves. That was about 4 days of selling. Let's see, that was 3 days, moved to the upside. That was 3 days, moved to the upside. That was 3 weekdays, big move to the upside. This nice channel up here. I do wish I could draw properly. Hang on. I'll use this. If I use this, it'll just give me an automatic straight line. And that's pretty much a nice channel there. At the moment we are getting something of a channel here. So we're holding the trend line just. We've had 3 days of selling, and we're retesting this hammer from here. So I think we're ready to go. We start the same with the gold. This is the very same setup for me as the gold, only we've got a fatter body on the chart here. We start breaking this level here. I think we could come up to 92, 92.50. It's a close stop, so if I'm wrong, then you can get out. So the setup that suggests if we get above 88.38, then you need a stop at 87.40. So it's just over 100 point stop, but the risk reward ratio is 3 to 1 because I'm looking for a target. Yeah, it could even come up as far as that. Let's just put the fibs on this. Yeah, we touched fibs 3 days back on Monday's highs and sold off, and now we are holding this support. If I now take the fibs away and you look at the support there, you can see why we've been above this daily trend line for the 3 days of selling. That's the only reason why I'm bullish gold, bullish oil. I think tomorrow, if we break up here, we've had the invents, got the invents out of the way. We've just got an on-farm payroll on Friday coming up, but this is a major level here, and we've got ahead of ourselves up here, and now we are getting bought. So that's my plan for oil. And there's the Dow on the daily, right at the top of the wedge, but the buying level is 13,025. If you take that on a swing trade, you need a stop under 12,905. Because if we bust out of this, we are coming back to 13,300. At which point we may well sell. But now remember that's where we've got 40 minutes of trading left. So we need to see how that closes. Sell off in the next 40 minutes and that could look very different. So just to quickly flick through the charts then, US dollar yen on the daily is holding up really well. The yen pairs have had a great day. That's a buy at 82.15 if you can get it, and stop under there at 81.70. US dollar Swissy is hesitant but holding support. We need that to crack the support. The US dollar CAD is already falling and looking weak. That is shortable 99.24. I think that's a good short. You know, that if I'm right about oil, this is going to come tumbling. This is going to fall out of this fib zone. We're dropping on the back of this reversal bar at 50% fibs. We've had a week or so of falling. We're into the second wave of falling now. That's a very, very weak close. It's a new low close. Pound US is struggling. Pound yen is bullish. Pound Swissy is looking like that wants to roll over. The pound CAD's had a couple of days of selling. I wouldn't touch that yet. Nothing there to trade for me at the moment. Pound Aussie dollar. I'm tempted to say that's a buy, but I can't. There's no firm buy signal for me. That's just sideways. Euro US is struggling. We had a new high. We've not engulfed it. We've not shadowed it. So I'm going to hold fire. I did try and short that yesterday, and it didn't work. It was a very tight stop, so minimal losses. Euro yen holding up, but I prefer the pound yen. That's euro pound under the resistance. Euro CAD. That's a reversal bar and a close under the reversal bar. That is a short. This is a good way of trading oil. To go short euro CAD to me is an oil play. That's a short at 12,980 with a stop just above 130.40. So 129.80 is the entry to see if we can get back down to these lows. And CAD Swissy has had a good day. couple of days buying. I'm not going to trade that. There's no entry for me. Aussie US. I don't like the dollar pairs. I only like the yen pairs. Aussie Swissy. Holding support but no entry. Aussie CAD. Potentially going to roll over. That is a shadow. There's a cloud on that bar. So we've tried to. We've been holding this trend line, little channel there, but we're just struggling here, and that now looks as if that is shortable just under there to see if this can. So we have a decent leg down here. This was a head and shoulders reversal pattern. Now that's over. We're getting this rollover to me. I think I'll pull back to that level there, and we could at least start to see these levels. Who knows? Maybe we can come right down here. They've just reduced their rate. Aussie have just reduced their rates now, and so this is potentially a bit of a lagging effect of the rate reduction, the drop in rates. FTSE, that's had a good close as well. 59.09. That's a great price, right up against that resistance. Wow. 1, 2, 3 touches. This should be 3 and through. If we're going to pull back to there, that should lift us up. Safe way to play it is to see if we close up here and then buy a pullback tomorrow. If you wanted to play that, then the pullback area is 58.77, 58.80. While we're here, let's just look at the Nikkei. See that Japanese days has had a massive effect on the Nikkei, and that is very bullish. On the fibs, yeah, above the fib zone, so pull back now to 94.64 is a buy. Okay, I do hope that helps. I hope you got something constructive from that, and do let me know if you've got any questions. I'm already planning what to do for the Traders Round Table, so any comments you got, things you'd be interested in hearing about of that, let me know. Otherwise, happy trading. Quick look at stocks, and Vodafone is just under this 160. Yeah, we're getting close to this trend line now. As long as we're holding this area here, I'm okay about it. I think we are potentially getting a little bit of a head and shoulder here. Obviously, we just got to hold above this area here for this to be confirmed along. Let's see how that works. It's a good measure of the sort of condition of the FTSE, and this is Barclays. I think we bump, and this is a major trend line here. We bump into this, and we could shoot up. So a touch of 245 as in the next couple of days is going to be telling, and we either going to drop right out of this and we're going to see this sail down to 210, or we're going to see this pop up. At the moment, it looks like we're getting from the Dow, getting a little bit of a Santa Claus rally going on at the moment. BT's had a good day. That's a great close up there. That's very good. We're very much into, I think that's above a major resistance level now. RBS, okay. Rolls Royce, a little bit of reversal bar, but I think we just need to pause. I think we'll have a bit of a catch up. If you long that, be careful, because we are very extended up there. Very, very extended, so I think we might see some profit taking. B Sky B, sorry, BAE, major resistance level. Let me get that B Sky B. Time to buy it was last summer, as we at this level here, 690, 680, 690. This is looking like a bull flag to me. We've broken above this level here. I think it's too expensive. Yeah, it's a little bit too expensive. The PE and the PEG are quite high. I'd wait to see if we get at least 750 if you want that. BAE good. Aviva, nice move into resistance there now. That may pause. Sainsbury's coming up, so RSA, good stocks. Sage, I've not liked Sage. That's just couldn't touch that resistance level. Saw some sellers coming in, and now we've gapped down, and that's looking pretty ill. We are in apex here. I think we may move around this apex back into this year into next, and then we need to see where we can go from there. Dragon Oil week. So not, these are all, Cable and Wireless is okay, that's a good close. Can we break, if we come up to 38 again, that's a buy at 36, to see if we can start closing above 38. Excite not doing much, Premier Foods is okay, sideways. Okay, so that's all I've got for you on stocks. I will review some others later.